Hey guys, how's everyone doing? It's me, Spirit Star City, and today we're back again with another episode of the Starting to Wonder series. Now this week we have some more spring-themed artwork. Last week I did feature a lot of spring-themed artwork, not intentionally, but this week it actually was a little bit more intentional. Mainly because it's starting to get really nice outside. We're finally moving out of that that really sad just like part of spring where it's like really rainy and cold and damp, so I feel like we're moving out of that and like onto actual spring. We're between like that and summer, I believe. So the weather is just like beautiful, like it's perfect outside right now, and now is definitely the time that you want to be outside while you still can, because you just know it's gonna get like really hot really soon. So if you want to be outside, then I would definitely encourage everyone to at least spend like 5 minutes outside or something, because you know it's not gonna last that long. I'm certain that a lot of people are perfectly content, just spending their days, just inside where it's probably air conditioned, probably on their phone in front of a TV, computer or something. But I personally like to appreciate just being outside. I go on a lot of walks, really year round, and even during the summer, like even when it's like really hot, I'll find myself going on walks anyway, because it's really relaxing, really clears my mind. And something I'll do a lot is I'll find myself going to this like laundromat, like this soda machine that's outside this laundromat. And it's like a really old soda machine. I guess it's not that old, but it looks pretty old. And so like even like on a hot summer day, like I'll go to this vending machine and I'll get like a soda, and I'll spend like the great thing about this is it's only like 75 cents for a soda. And the first time I discovered this vending machine, like I thought that was really cool, and I'm not sure if like this is normal for soda machines. I'm gonna go ahead and say no, because I do know of certain soda machines that it's like almost $2 for a soda. So the fact that this really old, just vending machine, and it's like 75 cents for a soda, like that's really awesome. So something I'll do a lot is like I'll go to this vending machine like during the summer, even when it's really hot, and I'll just get like a nice, cold can of soda, usually Coca-Cola, because I'm a fan of Coca-Cola. But sometimes I'll get something different, like maybe like a Sierra Mist, root beer, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is pretty cool. Pepsi. There's a variety of different sodas, and just going on a walk on like a hot summer day and getting a soda, that's something that I really enjoy doing personally. But I understand that's not for everyone. I guess maybe not everyone enjoys that kind of thing, and I guess that's okay too. So anyway, about the artwork, as we can see, we do have some beautiful spring-themed artwork, and let's just go ahead and just get into some of this artwork. First up, we have this beautiful piece titled Bittersweet, and this is a seriously beautiful piece. I believe this is done with calligraphy pens, and I'm pretty sure that is definitely more evident simply because of the fact of how vibrant the colors are. So I believe this is definitely like calligraphy ink. And the two things that I really love the most about this piece is both the hair and the eyes. Those are the most like just beautiful. Like this piece, like I am seriously just like in love with this piece. Like it's so beautiful and amazing, and I really love this piece. First off, it's called Bittersweet. We already know this, like I just said that, but this is really important to understand this piece right here, because it's obvious that was the feeling that this artist was trying to convey in this art piece. And I believe, I have to say, they did a really great job, because the moment I saw this piece, like I definitely felt like that emotion, that energy just hit me. Like it really resonated with me. Like I definitely felt that emotion. Like I definitely feel that when I look at this. So this is a really just beautifully just incredible piece, and I really like this. Like this is a really great piece, and I really like it. Like, I just can't stress that enough. Like, the colors are amazing. This character, the details are amazing. The character is really amazing, and just everything about it. Like, I can definitely feel like there's meaning here. And two things that I really like about art, and that I really like in art. Okay, let me start over. Two things that I definitely like to see in artwork is both color. I'm a big fan of colorful art, and meaning. So color and meaning are two of my favorite things I love to see in artwork, and this has both of those things. So naturally, this piece really resonates with me. So I just really love this piece. I mean, the eyes are incredible, and it's obvious that this character, they're sad about something, but they're also really happy about something. Again, it's like a bittersweet feeling, and that's something that I definitely feel when I look at this piece, and they did a really great job at like capturing, that feeling. So artist, if you're out there watching this, this is an amazing piece, and you're really awesome. So next up, we have a piece literally just titled Spring. So I just had to include this in this week's episode. So as we can see here, this is I believe this is watercolor, and it is of a cat, of course. And behind this cat, there's like a branch with like flowers blooming on it. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, no pun intended, and just assume that this is a sakura tree or a cherry blossom tree. Like the cherry blossom trees of Japan, the sakura trees, those trees. So I believe this is a sakura tree. And last week, if you may remember, I actually featured another piece of artwork which also featured a sakura tree in it. So it definitely looks like a sakura tree, and it definitely would make sense if this was like a cherry blossom tree, because it's during the spring that the cherry blossom trees actually blossom in Japan, and that's also something that I talked about in last week's video. So this is a really nice piece, and it looks like the cat's enjoying themselves. The detail is really nice. I definitely admire watercolor paintings because, I'm not so good with watercolor paintings, but I still, from time to time, I'll experiment with some watercolor, but I'll never, at least never in a time in the near future that I can personally see. I don't think I'll ever be as good as that. Maybe sometime far, far in the future, like, I don't know, like after intensive just like training, and I don't know, maybe like a training montage, I'll be that good. But as of right now, I just don't see that happening. I really love this cat. I love art that actually features cats. I don't know if anyone knows this, probably not, because I've never talked about this. But I really like cats. I actually have like 3 cats actually. 3 cats technically. And I really like cats. So I'm a big fan of like cat themed artwork. Just like a personal preference, I guess. Like, cats are amazing. Like, how can you not like cats? I know some people are dog, they preference just like dogs over cats, I guess. I don't know. And some people say like cats, like they have no feelings or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Cats are cats, and I don't know. That's what they're always gonna be, I guess. But I just really love cats. They're just so cute. How can you not like cats? Anyway, this is a really great piece of artwork. It definitely says a lot about spring. So again, right now is definitely the time that you want to be outside, while it's still nice. And totally just, even if you have to do what this cat is doing, even if you just have to spend 5 minutes just, I don't know, laying on a wall with like a cherry blossom tree behind you. If you can't think of anything else to do, then just do that. So there's a little suggestion for me about what to do outside if you're out of ideas or something, if you don't feel like going on walks. Now next up we have another watercolor piece, and it is titled Under the Stars. And this is a really beautiful piece. All of this artwork is really great today. Like all of this artwork is just really amazing. Like, I found a lot of really great artwork this week. It actually took me a while to land on these particular pieces, but eventually I did decide to pick these, in particular pieces that I chose. And this, as we can see here, there are some what looks like to be, some friends, and they have their dog with them, and they're just looking up at the stars. And I believe during the summer it's actually a really nice time for stargazing. I think, though, I could be wrong. It wouldn't surprise me if I was wrong. I don't know anything about astronomy. I'm not an expert, but I believe that there's something during the summer that makes it a good time for stargazing. I don't know if it's like the nights are clear or something, but I think like summer is definitely a good time for stargazing. Mostly because I think it's just because it's nicer outside. After a hot day, like, the nights are much cooler, so it definitely is a much more beautiful setting to be outside during the summer, like at night, and stargazing, especially when it's a clear night. So I think that's why summer is like a good time for stargazing, because like during the winter, like if you go outside during like the middle of the night, you're gonna be like really cold, but during the summer it's like just right. Like after a hot day, like it cools down during the night. So stargazing is definitely something that's like really perfect for summertime. I should make a video about things you should do during the summer. That would be a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. I'll probably write that down and like save that for later or something. Anyway, about the piece itself, I love the colors here. It actually kind of makes me feel like I'm looking at the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. The colors, they're really great, and the stars, they actually look pretty real. This is just a really nice piece right here. Again, I admire watercolor paintings because I'm not good at watercolor, so I definitely admire artwork that other people have done in watercolor. So next up we have a really amazing piece titled Abyss, and this actually isn't watercolor, this is oil pastels. And right off the bat, as soon as I saw this, I actually had like this stomach drop feeling. Like, it actually made me feel like I was looking at an abyss, and I guess the fact that I had that stomach drop feeling is probably a sign that this is a really great piece of artwork that definitely had an effect on me personally. So this is just a really incredible piece. Like it definitely has like an effect on you when you look at it. Like, the first time I saw it, like, I actually had this stomach drop feeling. I don't know why, but I guess it does look a little bit scary at first, maybe because of like the reds and the blacks. It does look a little bit scary, but the more you look at it, it starts to look a little bit more inviting because of like you start to notice more colors, like the purples, the blues, the yellows, I guess. There are definitely more welcoming colors in this, like, the more you look at it. But at first, like, this definitely had like an effect on me, and I really like this piece. This is a really great art piece. Like, I would definitely hang this in my room somewhere. Like, it's just so awesome. Like I would definitely just like hang that somewhere. That's like so cool, just so amazing. Now next up we have our artist of the week, and I'm actually not going to talk too much about this piece because I actually featured this in the Starting to Wonder episode that I did last week. So this piece, it's a drawing titled Friendship by AnActualPineapple. And I talked a lot about how beautiful this was in my last video. So if you actually really want to hear me talk about it, then I would definitely recommend that you go watch last week's episode. It's a really amazing piece, and it has a whole lot of meaning. I won't talk about it right now because I've already talked about it in last week's episode. But I would definitely recommend that you watch last week's episode if you haven't heard me talk about this piece yet, because it's just so amazing. Like, there's so much meaning here, and it's really just so beautiful, like simply because of like the meaning behind it. Like, the meaning behind this piece makes it just so incredibly beautiful. I won't talk about the meaning right now, I'll leave everyone like on a cliffhanger if they haven't seen it before. So if you haven't heard me talk about this, then definitely go watch last week's episode, because this is a really beautiful and amazing piece. So as we can see, we are at the end of the video now, which means I have successfully made it through this week's episode, which wasn't easy. Like, it's not easy to find time to record an episode for the Starting to Wonder series. And I mentioned last week that I wasn't quite sure whether or not I was going to be able to find time to record or do the Starting to Wonder series this month. So each week of this month, like, it's very unsure, and it's just a big mystery to me personally whether or not I'm actually going to have time to do an episode of the Starting to Wonder series. So anyway, we have the end card here. We have my social media. Links are in the description. Definitely go follow me on all those. Definitely check out my Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter. And we also have like my website, spiritstarcity.blogspot.com. That's where you will find everything Spirit Star City, including the featured artist of the week, even artist of the month. I actually feature the artist of the week on my website. So definitely go check all of that out. And I guess I will see everyone hopefully next week. I can't guarantee anything though. I'm very busy. This month is just really hectic, and things are just very busy right now. So I really am not sure whether or not I will be able to do next week's episode. I actually seriously went out of my way for this week's episode, even more than last week. Last week I also went out of my way to get the episode done, and this week I actually went even more out of my way just to get this episode recorded. And I can only imagine how much trouble next week's episode is going to be. I feel like it's getting harder and harder, and I should probably stop doing this, but I'm just so committed. And I'm going to make an Undertow reference. I'm just so filled with determination when it comes to the Starting to Wonder series, because, if I can get next week's episode completed and uploaded, then I will have officially made the Starting to Wonder series a weekly thing for 3 months, and that is really big for me. Like, I'm really glad that I've been able to find the determination to be able to do something like this weekly for almost 3 months now, and that's really amazing. It really keeps me occupied. It's like a meditation to me, and it's just really beautiful to be able to look at so much great artwork and talk about it. So I could talk a lot about this actually, but I'm actually just going to go ahead and end the video here and just say thank you all for watching this episode of the Starting to Wonder series. I hope you all appreciate all of this artwork. Definitely go check out all of the artists. The links to all of these artists and their artwork are in the description below, as well. The artist, I always credit the artist and the artwork that I use in my Starting to Wonder videos. Like, no artist ever goes like uncredited, and I think I don't usually say like go check out the artist, like the link in the description, only because of the fact that I usually don't think about it. Hopefully it's not a bad thing. Like, I just feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, hey, I credited these artists and the links are obviously in the description. So I'm not sure if maybe I should stop like assuming that and like start remembering to remind everyone to go check out these artists, because they're all really great artists and they definitely deserve attention. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you all enjoyed me talking about this artwork. I definitely know I enjoyed talking about this artwork. And I hope I will see you all next week, assuming that I get next week's video up. So anyway, thanks for watching, and bye now.